This Tamil film makes you happy not just because of the great storytelling, but also from within, with its wholesomeness. How does it do it? Let's talk about it. Hello guys, I'm Nonak Prince and today we're talking about the latest Tamil film, Tourist Family, written and directed by the debutant Abhishan Jeevin. Now I remember watching the trailer for this film and it was fine. I don't think it did justice to the film. And the film also released on the crowded day of May 1st. So I wasn't expecting I'll be watching it in the theater. I'll have to wait for the OTT release. But with a great word of mouth and some really good box office performance, more shows were added, and even I got one show playing near me at 9:30 p.m. in the night. Not a great timing for a family film like this, but still on a Monday night there were 15-20 people accompanying me, and this film was worth it all. Like from the first scene to the last film, it's just incredible. What impressed me the most about this film was at no point it lost its focus. Every second, every movement is accounted for. There's such high efficiency in the filmmaking, and I love it. There's no screen time wasted, no loose movements which distract you or feel extra. And how much I've consumed Tamil cinema over these years, there are tropes which are very prevalent in such films which are made for the masses. Like you'll have a character just for the comic relief, many times a random subplot, it's very slapsticky, or the strong political commentary, which is a very extra thing to the story. It is not really about that, but it is a thing we have to talk about it. But here in this film, they blend these tropes so well into the narrative. It is flawlessly done. It comes from the writing which is top notch. A feature of great writing is making every character in the film matter. You have your lead characters, you have your supporting characters, and there is a narrative priority between them. The story is revolving around the main characters, and thus they will get more screen time than the others. But the level of writing between them has to be the same. It has to match. You should not discriminate that only main characters I'll spend time writing and all these random people around them, they don't really need writing. That is a big red flag for a film. And this film gives justice to every character. And it is very underrated to give depth to your supporting cast, because that makes them real, that they exist, there's a dimension to them. And that itself enhances the world and the main characters, because they're interacting with real 3D characters and not a 2D flat image. And coming to our main characters, the family of four, they are so clearly defined and it's so refreshing. This is in the trailer that a family is migrating from Sri Lanka to Chennai. And as an audience, we'll have a preconceived idea that this film is more serious. It'll be very dramatic. The things they'll have to face, it'll be very tense. The father has to protect the family and lead from the front. But this film is like, sorry, but that's not what you're gonna get. The most adaptable character among these four is the youngest kid. He's getting the family out of the situation. And the most emotional, the soft person is the father. And that just changes the family dynamic. Because it's so unique, it becomes so interesting to watch. From the first scene, we see the smart filmmaking. The family is at the shore of Sri Lanka and they have to travel through the boat to Tamil Nadu. We just see them on the beach, we cut to black with the credits still coming, and we keep hearing that they're in the boat, they are scared. We just hear all the chaos. And when we cut back, they have already arrived. So we don't see the journey at all, because you don't need to show it. Why get into the logistics of shooting a sequence like that? They're in the boat, they're traveling, when you can just pull it off so smartly. And it is convincing because of great use of sound. That's a great example of using filmmaking tools to make your point. The same thing could be traditionally shown throughout visually, but this film chose an efficient way of doing it. The screenplay of the film is so snappy. We just get to the point. The scenes, the way they unfold, we have seen them before. It gets melodramatic, but there's an unpredictability factor to it. And the fusion of this is just outstanding. The humor in the film is pulled off so craftily. At so many moments, they use the editing to give you that laugh. They don't reveal the information at first. They withhold it. And when the reveal comes, which is so unexpected, you burst out laughing. And the way the film balances humor and seriousness, it reminds me of Marvel. And the criticism they get, that they have a serious moment and they undercut it with a funny line, and that just takes away the drama they have built up. Whereas with Tourist Family, they have that emotional serious moment, they let it breathe, they let it flow throughout, finish that feeling, and then come with the humor bit. And because the emotions are getting fully complete, it works way better. You don't get that tonal whiplash, and you are just on this smooth roller coaster ride. Even the messaging in the film is so well done. It's not on your face. It talks about empathy, it talks about compassion, it talks about the loneliness you can feel, how as a community you can come together and help each other. And all of it is nuanced enough for a film like this. Except at one point, that one dialogue which felt like a spoon feeding. Apart from that, everything clicked. This film for a Hindi audience will remind a lot of Raju Hirani, especially films like Three Idiots. Like everything I said about this film goes for that film too. The cast of the film, everyone was outstanding. They make you fall in love with them. And that just doesn't come from the performances, but the time we spend with them, the interactions they have between them. As a viewer, you just feel you're part of it. And you feel like you want to be a part of it. Sasikumar, Simran, Mithun, and especially the kid Kamlesh, and the whole supporting cast. What a film to be a part of. As a viewer watching this film, it's always ahead of me. Whenever I feel I know what's gonna happen, it does happen, but with more things which I didn't even expect. And that is a very, very rewarding feeling that the makers appreciate the time I'm putting watching their film. They respect my intellect. They're putting in the effort to make me have a good time, make it worth my money. So, is this the best Tamil film of 2025? I suppose at this point it is. But what about you? Do you think the same? There's so much more I want to talk about this film, but we'll do that in a live session where we get into the spoilers. And I can also invite some guests. Do you have any recommendations? Let me know all in the comments below. And you can check out my review of another amazing Tamil film of the year, Dragon. And even that film does it so well. Check it out here if you haven't, and I will see you next time.